Okay, so we are going to start the tour off over in this section here. I'm not sure if you remember last year I had my cantaloupes planted over here. And I said I wasn't going to do it this year, so I wanted to just use this as a flower bed, which I did plant some sunflower seeds. And the rest of the stuff down here is ground cherries. They grow here every year. I've been trying to maintain this area by weeding them, but they they continuously grow back. I put cardboard down and just topped it with soil on top, but they still managed to find their way through the cardboard. So, and then this, yeah, I don't know what this is, some type of grass or something. Same thing. It just managed its way through the cardboard that I put down. So I'm tired of weeding this. I figure with the ground cherries, I might keep those. I will keep those probably. But if I can, I'll just continue to try to weed the grass out of here. But at some point, it's going to get very crowded over here. And yeah, so I'm trying to maintain it as best as I can. I did plant some, this is a black eyed pea plant. But with the rain, you see it washed out the soil. So you can see the roots. So I need to fix that. It was more seeds, black eyed peas that I planted here, but that was the only one that germinated. Yeah, but moving on to this sunflower. I forgot which one this was, because I know I have teddy bear sunflower seeds, and then I have the 2 mammoth sunflower plants. They're different varieties, but I don't remember which one I planted here. But as you can see, it's already starting to head up. You can see that. Yeah, it's already starting to head up. Look like it's going to have more than one head, as you can see. Trying to get focused. Come on. Yeah, it's one there. Look like there might be another one here. Yeah, if you can see that. And possibly some over there, 2 over there. But yeah, that's one. There was another one. I don't see it right now. It was a smaller one, but I don't see it right now. That might just be the only one there. There's more ground cherries down here. Here's another sunflower. And here's another pretty tall one. It's starting to head up as well. And then there's a smaller one down here. Yeah, there it is. It doesn't look as healthy as the other ones, but maybe because it's overcrowded by these ground cherry plants. They're so resilient. Like I told you, I put cardboard down. As you can see, there's some right there. But it made its way through the cardboard. So it's very resilient. So yeah. But I have some strawberry plants here. Yeah. They've been just, growing to about this. I look like something already started eating that. I'll just leave it in there. Maybe it'll seed up. But yeah. They've always been like really small. This is another one. They're both the same variety. Let's see. This is a everbearing. Yeah, so they've been really small. But I've had some off of there. Not a lot. I think I see another strawberry in there. So this one I say by they're really small. Yeah. But they've been really small. But I've been eating them. They've been sweet. This is a lemon tree that I started from seed, but I set it outside, and I guess the heat must have killed it, because look how it looks now. And then over here, I did have some plants in here, but one day it rained a lot and the wind just knocked over the cups and I lost a lot of plants. But this right here is basil, the Genovese basil. I need to add some more soil. Well, at least maybe not more soil. I probably will transplant it, or I'll just up pot it. Well, same thing. But it definitely needs more soil. And then these are some plants I had got from Walmart. I think they were like $2. Let me not pick up something. Yeah, these were, ooh, this thing already ripping. These were $2. And you see that most of it was dying. This is a petunia. And I believe the other one might be the same. Let me just double check. So it's a pansy. Yeah, but this pansy is looking terrible. But, and then next is, I have more cups over here. This is a Brandywine tomato. This is a honeycomb tomato. This is eggplant. That's an eggplant. This is a acorn squash. I need to transplant that. What else I have over here? And then these two back here are roselle. So I definitely need to transplant those. And this here is a volunteer sunflower. I don't even know where the seeds came from, because I know I had put some seeds in the ground over here last summer, but they never germinated. Well, only one did. And apparently it must have been still in the ground, because unless a bird dropped it over here. But yeah, we have a sunflower there. But that's just the front of the house. I'm going to take you to the main area. So what I have going over here, I'm trying to get some sweet potato slips. So I have those two. They've been like slowly progressing. As you can see, this one has more on it than this one. But yeah, like I said, they're slowly progressing. But I do have sweet potato slips coming. Right here are two strawberry plants that I got from Walmart. They were, I had them delivered, and they were, what happened first, they were delayed. And then Walmart was like, they might be lost. And when they finally did arrive, they were late arriving. And as you can see, they're already dead. So, yeah. But then I have, these are potato plants. And what I'm doing here, I planted them all the way at the bottom. And what I want to do is just continue to add soil on top to see if that makes a difference, as opposed to what I did last year, which was I had the soil filled up to the top and then just placed the potatoes on inside. So I'm trying to see if this method will work better than yeah, what I had. But yeah, just giving a test run. If it works, then I actually have more seed potatoes in the house that I'm gonna do the same thing with. Over here, and excuse this bag, I'm trying to I have some stuff in there that I want to compost. But I have some sunflowers over here. They're looking real leggy. And I guess because this area doesn't really get much sun. But yeah, they're alive. They're not dead. And then over here, I have some carrots in here. There's some carrots in here. This is a volunteer amaranth plant. So I had amaranth over here last year, and I let it dry, and then the seeds pretty much just they germinated on their own. No existence from me. But do I have another sunflower, two sunflowers in here. Yeah, I have those in here. Over here is another sunflower that I planted. And pretty much all over here is amaranth. So the amaranth was all in this area, and they germinated themselves by being here. And then there's one dill plant over here. Yeah. So I'm letting those plants stay. Since they want to grow, I'm going to let them grow. I did try to plant this pecan, but I may need to dig it. And I always find pecans in my backyard. Okay, so over in this area, I have pretty much everything Well, minus the elderberries and the grape. Everything over here was from seeds from last year. Oh, I think I did put some beans in here. Yeah, I did. But the majority of these plants is from plants that I left, which is this beet. I never picked it. Oh, I look like it's starting to head up. Oh yeah, I think it's time to harvest that one. Let me pull it. Oh, this thing is ginormous. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah. Look at this beet. Oh my gosh. And this is from last year. Is this thing even edible? Ew, there's a bug on there. Is this even edible? I have no idea, but this is from last year that I left in here. I never took it out. Maybe should have harvested it sooner, but yeah. And then, well, if that's the case, because there's also an onion. Let me put this down. There's also an onion from last year. But every time I check it, it's not doing anything. I think it might be an onion or a leek. Right here, you can see. It's still pretty small. That might be a leek. Yeah, so I'm not going to take that out. Hey y'all, so my camera cut off on me. So what I was saying is most of these plants are from seeds that I dropped last year. Some of them are from seeds I just tossed over here. Well, not the seeds, but the plants itself, like the tomatillo. When I was harvesting, there was some that I just threw over here. And then the dill, I guess it pollinated, well not pollinated, but it germinated itself by being over here. And then I have more tomatillos down here, and a lot of the marigolds also. I just threw the heads over here. But this was a grape, or I think it was a blackberry or raspberry, and I guess it's dead. I'm not sure. I don't want to speak death over it, but yeah. So I just put it still. I put it in the ground anyway, hoping that maybe it will come back. And then here's my other grape plant. Well, my grape plant. And let's see. These are my, oops, just knocked over that beet. These are my two elderberry plants. That's one, and then that's the other one. I'll move on. I'll get that in a minute. And then here's the other garden bed. This is mostly marigolds that I threw the heads over here. There's some beans back there that I planted. I did have some peas in here, but then I was able to harvest some peas, not a lot. But what I did was I pulled them because they were starting to die. So I pulled them. So I left this for the beans and the marigold. I don't know if I'm going to plant anything else over there, but so far that's what's in there. And then I have another amaranth. They just, the seeds pretty much are pollen. Well, I keep saying pollen, but they're pretty much growing themselves. And this is the asparagus bed. Second year with asparagus. Well, this will be year 2 with that plant. These are the greens from last year. As you can see, their root is pretty much coming out. But I'm going to need to pull that. There was a smaller one here, but that one died. And this one I'm letting go to seed. Yeah, so I'm going to get the seeds off of this one. This is collards. Alright, so now we're going to move on to the next area. Alright, so we are in the basket area. And I have a blueberry plant here that has, I think this is rust on it. And from what I was reading, it could be from me watering from the top. So I stopped watering from the top. Hopefully it will, resolve that issue. I'm not sure, but this is one of the blueberry plants. And then this is another one that looks better than that one. Yeah, this doesn't have the same thing. I do see some little spots there, but not like how the other one does. So like I said, I stopped watering from the top now to eliminate that issue. Over here I have spaghetti squash, which I just noticed it has a split down the middle. Now I checked the undersides of the leaf. I did not see any eggs. Yeah, I don't think that's eggs. I think that's just the soil. But I didn't see any eggs that would make me wonder if, the squash bugs are out here. But like I said, I did notice that split, so I'm not sure if that's going to harm the plant at all. But so far, I don't see eggs. And over here is one of my tomato plants. I think this might be Aroma or San Manzano. I don't remember. I didn't label this plant. Well, most of these plants aren't labeled. So all I can tell you is a tomato plant. And then over here is a pepper plant. Like I said, I don't know which variety of pepper this is. Let's see. I thought I saw a pepper, but I might have taken it off. It is some flowers on here, though. Yeah, it's flowers on here. But I don't remember which variety of pepper that is. And over here we have another pepper plant. Also don't remember the variety because I didn't label it. Like I started them in the house, I had the labels, but they were like the stick-on, like stickers. And when I planted them in the baskets, I put the stickers on. But with the rain, they disappeared. So all I know, this is a pepper plant. There is one pepper on here. Clearly, it's probably one of the spicy varieties. And over here, I have, this is a bean plant. I also have a squash plant in here. I think this is the loofah, but there are two bean plants in here. I don't remember which beans I put in there, but I was just dropping seeds, so. And over here, we have another pepper plant. I do see a flower there. There's some new flowers coming. And once again, I don't remember which variety pepper this is, but it is a pepper. And this is also a pepper plant, which has some peppers. No, I think it's like 2. No, I see. No, it's 4. 4 that I can see. There's one. There's another. And then there's 2. Sorry, trying to get this thing focused. But there's like 2 of them. You can see one is there. And another one looking like a hook up here. Move, leaf. Yeah, there's another one back there. Also a variety, I don't know. But it is a spicy pepper, so. Here's another pepper plant. Has flowers on it. These are all my peppers. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 over in this area. 7 pepper plants. No, 8. Because I forgot I have this one. I know this one is a bell pepper because it had a pepper on it, but I took it off because this one is looking kind of sad. I topped it off with some more soil because it was looking really bad. There's a bean in here and it was looking bad right along with that pepper. So I did fertilize and then I topped it off with some soil. Hopefully it'll bounce back. But I mean, there are some flowers that it's trying to put out. There's some leaves that it's putting out. So yeah, I'm going to keep on watching that one. And like I said, this is another pepper plant. It doesn't have peppers on it, but it is getting flowers. I have a borage here. Let me come around. There's a borage that I put in there with this cucumber plant. And as you can see, I do have one cucumber. This might be the slicer variety because I don't have pickles. I don't have pickle bush plant, cucumbers, but I do have solid slicers, cucumber, and then I have a bush slicer. So I'm not sure if this is the bush or the salad slicer, but I have a cucumber, and the borage is looking nice too. This is the only one that has survived. And this is one of the tomato plants that I showed you the other day. I said the leaves are curled up, and it's like, what is it? I think it's like 3 tomato plants over here that look just, the leaves are curled up. But this one is a, what variety is this one? This is a beefsteak. I don't remember what this one is because I didn't label this one as well. But it's a tomato. This is a pepper plant. And I did eat 2 peppers off of here, which they wasn't spicy because I got them when they were green. They were like a mild spice. But this is another tomato plant. So now this one doesn't look as bad. I don't remember which variety it is. I put 2 bean plants in there. But that one doesn't look as bad as the other ones. It does have some flowers coming on there, if you can see. You see, this is another tomato, but some of the leaves have curled up, but not all of them. Yeah, so that's the last one that I have over here. Now over here, I have that sunflower. You probably saw in one of my videos when I planted that out. It's not doing so well. So I have sunflowers that I planted after this one, and they are actually growing. And this one, I don't know, it's not happy. There's some marigolds in here too, and they don't really look too happy either. So I'm not sure if they just don't like this area. I don't know, but they're not too happy. All right, so I'm going to take you to the other area. Okay, so in this garden bed, I have some pumpkins and some squash mixed together. I don't know how that's going to work, but I did it anyway. So initially, this was supposed to be my okra bed. Now I'm wondering if this is, I don't know what this is, but the seeds never germinated, and I waited a while before I even did pumpkin. So I said, okay, well, look, the okra isn't germinating. I don't know if it ever will. I don't know what happened to those seeds. So I just turned this into a pumpkin bed. So I have this one is the Big Max pumpkin. This might be the same thing. And like I said, I don't know what that is. Here is the pumpkin pie pumpkin. I have 2 of those. And as you can see, I labeled those. Right here was supposed to be a yellow squash. It was a transplant that died, but I just dropped 2 seeds in there. Over here is butternut squash, and I have 2 of those. I don't remember which, but these might be squash too. And like I said, this, I don't even know what this is because I have like 2 of those. I don't know if those are okra because, like I said, initially I planted okra seeds and I started seeing these pop up. But I have more squash. Those might be butternut. There's a mixture of things. I didn't label those, so I don't remember what those are. And then over here is just my cantaloupe. I didn't label these. Well, this would have been a plant, but it was a Crenshaw. So if I have this label, more than likely, the reason why I put it here is because this is probably the same thing, a Crenshaw cantaloupe. But the one that I transplanted here, it died. And I meant to put more seeds there, but I never did. But this has to be the Crenshaw. I don't remember which variety this is. Look like there's a female flower that I missed. Because it's been mostly male flowers that I've been putting out. But yeah, I might have missed that one. This one here. But like I said, it's been mostly male flowers. Oh, look, there's one. But it's not fully open. Well, kind of. I'll let the bees take care of that. And then I planted another seed here, which is also cantaloupe. Then I have some, I think those are royal burgundy beans that I put in here. And then here's another cantaloupe. So what I'm trying to do is fill up spaces that seeds did not germinate. And I know with beans, the germination rate I feel like is a lot higher than a lot of these other plants. So if I can't get my other seeds to germinate, I'm going to fill up those spaces. All right, so we're over in the peach tree area, and I have these 2 peach trees. This one is the peach harvester, and that one is a June red peach. And they're being overtaken by these, I believe these are called lamb quarters, which is supposed to be a beneficial type of plant. I did do a little bit of research on it, but I need to look them up again. But I believe they're supposed to be like something you can use medicinally, but I have to look them up again. But yeah, these are the 2 peach trees. Like I said before, I got these the end of last year, and I just tossed them over here. But I might move them once they start to die back. Yeah, that's the peach tree area. And then over here I have, oh, I just found a melon. So this is my melon area. Well, one of them. And gosh, I can't remember. I'll probably have to go back. I think this is a Jubilee watermelon, because I know it was right here. I planted Jubilee. Only 2 of them survived, which is like together. They're pretty much in the same area. And I have that bean plant that I had initially had a watermelon plant that died. So like I said, wherever things are not living or surviving, I'm planting it with the bean. So I want to fill up this space. But like I said, I just found 1 watermelon. So it's more than 1 variety over here. And I don't remember exactly what, but let me find that watermelon. I just saw it. Here it is. So that might be because there's another plant, watermelon plant in here, which might be a different variety. So I'm not sure if it's coming from that plant or from this plant. And I just see, look at what's that. I thought that was one of them daggone stink bugs or something. But yeah, there's 2, well, it's going to be 3 varieties because I have one at the very end too. No, that's just a dead leaf. Yeah, so I need to find out what plant is that watermelon coming from. And then I have another bean here. And then this is a different variety of watermelon. And I don't remember which one this one is either. But I have this planter, which I think I need to change the soil out of here because it's also the soil that I made out of the compost and topsoil. And it was supposed to be a sunflower here that never germinated. There's a melon here, but that don't look too good. I had another melon plant here. You probably can see. So it died. And there was another one here. Yeah, see, that one died too. So I don't think this soil is good for this pot. And I want to take all this soil out and get some real potting soil because this mix is not working here. The same with this area. These are the Dollar Tree planters that I got. So I planted basil in all the tiers, the different basils. None of them germinated. I transplanted this mint over here. This is the only thing that seems to like being in this planter. So I don't know, but oh, it smells so good. Yes, that smells so good. But that's the only thing that survived. And I don't know if it's the soil or maybe the seeds were too small to plant in here, or I didn't properly like keep the soil moist for the basil to germinate. But like I said, the mint seems to like it over here. So I might get some more mint transplant and keep that in there. And here is that garden bed that we put together on video. So I have, this is one of the tomato plants. This one is the Husky Red, Cherry Red. And it's putting out flowers. So this is supposed to be indeterminate, I believe. Yes. But it's putting out flowers now. It had a tomato on it, I think, but I took it off. I don't know if it was this one or if it was a different one. But it keeps putting out flowers, so I'm not sure if I should take those off. I'm going to take them off. That way it can focus on growing, since it's an indeterminate, and I know indeterminates usually get tall. So that is that cherry husk, well, the cherry red one. And then these are some bean plants that I throw in here. There's 4 of them total. And then this tomato plant is looking real sickly. And that one is the pear, the yellow pear tomato plant, and it's not looking too good. The leaves keep browning and falling off. So, but the other tomato plants like it over here. So I'm not sure why that one is being all bougie about being over here. This one is, what's that one? That's the pink Brandywine tomato. And then this one is the big boy tomato. So the Brandywine and this one, they're both indeterminates, as well as the other 2 down there. This one is a celebrity tomato, and this one is supposed to be a determinate one. So this one will get bushy, as where the other 4 that's supposed to grow tall. So yeah, and I'm trellising them. Let me go on this side. Yeah, I want to trellis them on these 2 poles. This one is leaning. Yeah, I'm trying to keep them from leaning, but they keep leaning, the poles, or the stakes. So I don't know how this is going to work out. I may have to invest in T-posts, something more sturdier than this, but this is not really working. Unless if I'm able to put more soil in there, maybe perhaps they wouldn't fall over like they're doing, but we'll see. And over here is my so this initially was going to be just for my bushes, and these, so okay, let's start here. This is a blackberry bush. This is a blackberry bush. If you can see, it's kind of thin. This one was a raspberry. That's also a raspberry bush. Now, when I got all 4 of them, they all had leaves on them. They all fell off. But these leaves started to come back from the bottom. So this one is bouncing back. This looked like it might have something coming out. So I'm going to leave it, unless that's just a weed, but I hope not. But yeah, I'm hoping that these will also bounce back. That's why I left that one over in the other bed that I was talking about, the first bed that I showed you. That twig, I'm hoping that would also bounce back. So I'm going to leave them. Because even if they don't come back this season, maybe they'll surprise me next season. So I'm going to leave them in there. But I do have some bean plants in here. I didn't label them because I just dropped seeds. But some of them are now, it's like something is eating the leaves. This is the only one that looks like it has some type of potential. Well, let me not say that, because you're not so bad. It's just the other ones, they don't look too good. So, but maybe some fertilization will help with that. Yeah. And then I have this other garden bed. Oh gosh, these beans, they look terrible. Something ate the leaves off of them, and yeah, they just look terrible. One is just like completely naked. Look at this. Is that even a bean at this point? It has no leaves. So I don't know. That's probably just going to die. But I also have, this is a grapevine. And then that one is also a grapevine. So yeah, I'm leaving them, seeing if they're going to do anything. But this one looks good. This looks really good. And it looked like it was trying to put some vines out. See, look. Trying to vine out. So, I mean, I know I'm not going to get grapes this year, but hopefully next year. Maybe. I don't know. But then I also have some beans over here. They're not looking too great. Some of them look terrible. Some of them, they look all right. But I'm going to do some fertilization because something is definitely eating them. So hopefully with me fertilizing, maybe they'll bounce back. Now over here is the corn area. And as you can see, we have tassels coming out of some. Some of them already have silks on them. And I did some hand pollinating today. And then this one has 2 with silks on it, which I also did some hand pollination. So what I would like to do over here is like once, I don't know, because I feel like it should be some more soil over here, but I don't know. I was thinking about adding more like after I clear this out, after everything grows and I'm clear it out and I replant, because I want to plant more corn here. But I was thinking I might have to put more soil in this area. But here's some more baskets. These are the ones that initially were supposed to be for tomatoes, but none of them germinated, so I just threw some beans up in here. Yeah, so those are beans. These, I know this is a zinnia. Yeah, this is a zinnia. So it was 4 baskets, well, not 4 baskets, but 4, I think it was these 4 that I had drop seeds in. But this is the only thing that germinated. It looks like something is trying to grow in here. I don't know what that is, because I also put some early girl tomato seeds in one of these plants, but I don't think, well, I mean, I don't know. It just doesn't give tomato plant. So, but I want to put some other stuff. I might do some transplant, something that doesn't mind being in the container. So I might just find some plants that I can put in the container. I need to fix this. There's something trying to tear up my stuff. Probably them birds. It be cats back here too. I've been finding kittens. Well, not cats, but kittens out here. Yeah, I need to fix that. Yeah, there be kittens in my garden. And I found some cat poop in my one of my beds. Yeah, but here is, this has a bean plant in it. And it also has a cucumber plant. Did I label this one? I thought I did. No, it's in that one. So it's in the other. But this one has a cucumber. This might be the one that you have to trellis. It might be a solid slicer, but I don't remember. These also have beans in them. This one has the bush slicer in it. So I know it's not going to, like, I don't need the trellis. Maybe not. But yeah. There's more beans. And this is the pepper plant that we did the other day in my last video. Yeah, this is the giant Maconi. It has that cucumber plant back there. This is the tomato plant, which is the Cherokee purple. And my basil, I still haven't taken that in. Sorry. Over here, look, you see what I mean? Look at this. Cat poop. So they jump in my bed and they poop in here. And it's them daggone cats. So now I got to clean that out. Oh my gosh. But I have watermelon plants in here. There's some bean plants in here. I think that's where I have put that other cucumber plant, but clearly that's dead because they done jumped their stinking behinds up in here. So I'm gonna have to clean that out. I'll be right back. All right, so I am back. I cleaned the cat poop out of this bed, only to discover that there was more in this bed. So they had found 2 areas that they decided, well, that's my litter box, and they pooped in here, so I have to clean this area too. But I have this sunflower. The water's 3. Yeah, this is a sunflower. These and this. This might be the teddy bear variety, but like I said, I didn't. Well, just like in the other beds, I didn't label. That might be a morning glory. I forgot what that could be down here. Can you see? Yeah, I didn't label that as well. And I know I have put some morning glories in here. This might be another one. This is a nasturtium. This is the only thing that I labeled. And I don't remember what this one is. But yeah, this is supposed to be like mostly just flowers, sunflowers, and like flowers. I just wanted flowers back here. But yeah, that's all that's over in that area. And then lastly, what we're going to do is the green stalk. Hey everyone. Hi, how you guys doing today? So I came back out here to finish the garden tour. I actually started it the other day, and my camera ran out of storage, so I wasn't able to complete it. So I'm back out here today because the last thing I left off with, well, the last thing that I was supposed to show was the green stalk. And then it was at that point when my camera ran out of storage, and I never came back out that day because it was a rainy day anyway. But so I'm going to pick back up where I left off, which is to end it off with this green stalk. So I'll just pick you guys back up. Hey everyone, so I am back, and this is the green stalk. I had to cover it because I have some cabbage in here, and then that cabbage moth had got in here and it was eating some of my cabbage. So I do apologize if you're not really able to see clear the plants that clearly, but yeah, but I'm still gonna do the tour. And not sure if you can see, this is some calendula. I have been harvesting as they flower, so I can preserve, well, save those. I have this lettuce here, and as you can see, it has already gone to seed. So what I want to do is, well, it's already starting to flower. What I want to do is pull those. I might transplant them just so I can keep the seeds off of them, but I haven't decided yet. But there is 2 pockets. Yeah, one is here, and then there's another one here. And I just set my oregano up here because I haven't planted it yet. Down here is the lemon basil. I've been harvesting off of there. I see some more flowers that I need to pick off, but I've been harvesting off of there, and I've been using that for tea. This chamomile down here, which has never gone to flower, but as you can see, it's already starting to die. So I'm gonna pull that plant. I have, oh, something's eating this one already. Lord. Let's see. I think I put a tag. Yeah, this is more cabbage. And as you can see, something has been eating that. I'm not sure if that happened before or after I covered, because my cover is not really that secure. So if the cabbage moth still wants to get in here, it can. I have some carrots growing down there. This is an eggplant there. This is a cucumber plant. I have some melons here. This is, let me move over to this side. I have some fennel. Sorry, it's really bushy, but you can see the fennel there. There's more calendula up here. There's another one here. So the flowers have been coming in. Sometimes it's like one at a time. It could be two, but not much at a time. This is the cabbage, and as you can see, something has been eating it, but I did cover it, so it was already getting eaten before I even covered it. I'm not sure. I have been looking to see if there's any more of those caterpillars on here, but I haven't seen any so far. So hopefully it's not finding its way in there. I do have this corn, just one corn stalk here. The leaves are kind of yellowing. I'm not sure it's because the net is on it, because it was looking green prior. It's a fly in there. It was looking green prior to me putting the net over it. So I'm not sure if it had any effect on it. And I believe this is an early girl tomato. Let me see. Yeah, there. This is an early girl tomato. I didn't label it, but I believe that is a early girl tomato. I have some tarragon in here, and I've been doing my research on it, looking into the benefits and then what I can use it for. But I have tarragon in there. This pocket is empty. I did say that there's some pockets that I need to fill. This one is a pepper. I'm not sure which variety it is. This is another cabbage plant that has been getting eaten. But I have noticed 2 caterpillars since I covered, but I sprayed them off, but I haven't seen any lately. So hopefully they're safe. I have some celery here. This down here, and you can't really see it, but I used plant ID because I didn't know what that was, but it never did identify it, so I just left it. And this is I think these are radishes down here. Same with this plant. Plant ID wasn't, well, it identified it as something else, but I'm like, I don't have those seeds. I don't think that's that plant, but I wanted to wait until it grew some more so I can use the plant ID. And here is another pepper plant. I don't know which variety. And then there's another calendula here. That's pretty much everything in the green stalk. So I'll just pick you guys back up. Hey everyone, so I am back. I just finished giving you a tour of the green stalk and showing you everything that is growing in there, as well as the pockets that are empty. Like I said before, sorry, there's something in my eye. As I said before, I need to plant some more either seeds or, oh my gosh, I don't know, I look red for some reason. Maybe it's the camera, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm not sure if I'm going to do seeds. I honestly want to do more starts. I went to Walmart today. They did have some more plants, but, well, not new plants, but they still have plants there. The only thing I noticed with them plants, they look like they're about to die or they need to be watered. So I was like, they need to give a discount based on the way that those plants look. But yeah, I want to fill those pockets that are empty. But that's pretty much the end of the tour. I just finished watering I finished watering before I showed you what was in the green stalk I wanted to water. So I watered everything first before I did the green stalk. And I'm pretty much done out here. I'm in the shade because it is hot. We're supposed to get up to 107 today. I'm not sure what the temp is now, but I'm about to go in the house because it's hot. I'm already sweating. It's what is it, like after 1 o'clock going on 2, and yeah, I'm about to go hide in the house because it is too hot to be out here and I don't want to melt. So yeah. But I just wanted to show you, well, finish up the tour with that green stalk, show you everything that is growing up in there. And I'll just pick you guys up in the next video. So until then, don't forget to like, don't forget to comment, and don't forget to subscribe. And I hope you all have a blessed rest of your day. See you later.
Sometimes I feel like giving up.